Hello guys, this is Cesar Creates and welcome back to my channel. So today, as I promised you guys, we'll have the tour around the Elm Hill City Zoo. Just to give you guys some update of the things that were built. We already had one tour here in the zoo, but it was some time ago and many things changed. So to update you guys on how the zoo is looking right now, I decided to do another tour that will end the season 2 of the Elm Hill City Zoo basically. Just a little disclaimer, the zoo is not finished like whatsoever, so you will for sure see some unfinished projects, unfinished things. We'll deal with all of that in the future, but yeah. Let's go for this tour. Let me be your guide. So if you want to visit a zoo, you can now do it like virtually in our game, Planet Zoo game. So let's do it. Okay, so as you can see, this is our main entrance. This was my first video ever on YouTube. It was like almost a year ago when I uploaded my entrance. So there was like quite a lot of like. It is crazy that it is almost a year ago and I'm building the zoo with some breaks for a year. So yeah, we can grab a ticket here by this lovely guy like selling the tickets in here. Yeah, hello. And we can go inside our zoo so I can show you guys all the things that are in here. So yeah, at first we go inside and there is our like main plaza of this entrance as like site. Here is the gift shop that we've built also at the beginning of our channel. So we can go here, grab some of those amazing plushies I downloaded from the workshop, or buy something else what you want, like for example a vase if you want a vase. And yeah, there are some shops, there's like a counter in here and so on. So okay, we can continue like further. And here is one of the newer buildings. This is an education center. I thought that it would be very cool to have one of those in the zoo because it is, I think that, you know, one of the functions of the zoo is to educate people about the welfare of animals and the issues that they have. As you can see, there are some pictures from our zoo like slowly changing from time to time. This is really cool. And a lot of posters about the education things and, you know, the different conservation issues of the animals and of the environment. Here like a little exhibition. Here is also some information about the adoption program we have here in the zoo, so you can adopt an animal and like become like pay for its food and so on, and you get that certificate. This is really cool. Here is like a reception where you can adopt the animals actually, and here we have a lecture hall for like classes and so on. Here is a class on animal conservation issues if you want to join one. So yeah, you can do it now in the Elm Hill City Zoo. Okay, let's continue that way. I think we'll start the like tour from this side. As you can see, there's a little kangaroo statue because we have the kangaroo habitat in here. As you can see, here are like a viewing platform for them, and you can see our lovely kangaroos like roaming around the habitat. I really like this habitat. It was the first one that we actually used those like fabric hiding things on the fences, and I think it looks very fun, very good. There's like a you know, education board for them, and there's like a different. Oh, here's a little one running after his mother probably. So yeah, this is our kangaroo habitat. And continuing this way, as you can see, this area is obviously not finished yet. I have some plans for it, but also I will share the plans with you by the end of this video. So here is our desert house, our like more recent project built in the zoo. I started to build it right after the Africa pack came out. So here's like a playground for the kids, like here, for like made from those very natural materials. I really like it. Here's the entrance to the desert house, but first we'll go and see like the outside parts of the habitat. So here is the fennec habitat, as you can see here by the education board. I don't know. Oh, here's one. So we can see the fennec in here. They have this like really cool cave in there, like a ruins, Egyptian ruins or something. But yeah, here are our fennec foxes living in here. So further there we have the meerkats. I don't know, there's one in there by the entrance to the inside parts. Yeah, there are some of them, as you can see. So this is our meerkat habitat, very similar to the fennec foxes, but they have like those outposts where they can go and look for predators. Maybe I will change like the angles of the lights a bit. I will do it from time to time for you to have like the best experience to look at all the things, because the lighting Planet Zoo sometimes it's a bit tricky. So now let's go to the desert house to see the inside part. There's actually a lot of cactuses because I wanted to include them. What a better place to like add them here to the temperate zoo, because I wouldn't be able to add them like outside, so I wanted to include a lot of them here. There's some like information what the species of cactus is it actually, and you have also information on the walls here and there. There's like an implemented little enclosure for the jerboas. I thought it would be very, very cool to do it that way. Okay, and let's go further, and here's our viewing terrace for the Gamsbok habitat. So I really like this habitat because of the different elevation of the terrain. Maybe again I would change the lighting a bit so it looks better, and I really like this shelter as well. So yeah, this is how it is looking. There are some babies, I think, but I cannot see them. Okay, well, let's go back inside, because here we can also see the Gamsbok from this point of view. And yeah, you can really see the whole entire habitat through this glass panels. And I think that it looks super cool. And here's obviously our meerkat habitat. As you can see, the meerkats are here chilling. And yeah, looking very, very good. Here are some caves and so on. Okay, going further, we have the fennec fox habitat, again with some ruins. I thought that a little theming would be nice in here. They are probably all outside, I think, but so okay, let's not waste our time, because here is like another cool thing. You can see inside of the Gamsbok habitat like a shelter. They're actually sleeping in there, so it is cool, like a cool thing for our guests. It can be like closed down if they need some privacy and so on. Here are some toilets. Here is like an entrance to the backstage area, and here are some facts about the desert. So yeah, typical desert house for our zoo. Okay, so let's go back actually, because now I would like to show you the aquatic area of our zoo. So we need to go back a bit. Let's also maybe briefly see the restaurant if you haven't seen it before. So we have like a restaurant, like a food hall idea, so that you grab like your plates, you can go around it, there is a buffet, and you can like buy several things and take them with you to the tables that are here, and then leave the plates here, and go to the toilet if you want to. There's also like a backstage in there, but we don't have the time in this video to go to all the backstages because it will take forever. Okay, so let's take this path right now. I'm doing this tour on not on the pause. I consider doing it on the pause because there are some weird stuff sometimes happening in the zoo because it is becoming so large. So if you see something very bizarre or something weird happening, I'm so sorry. Okay, so here are our gray seals. This was actually our first habitat in the Elm Hill City Zoo. I really loved it back then, but now I think it is a little plain and not too detailed. I won't change it, but because it's a piece of history, basically, our first habitat here on the channel. But yeah, it changed a bit since we built habitats like this. Okay, I can change again a sun a bit because we'll be able to see them swimming better. Maybe like this, as you can see. They are swimming in here. Here are actually some steps. I thought about, people like sitting here watching. We have those steps right now, so I could like change it in theory. Okay, let's go further actually. Because we will go now to the penguin house. We have a penguin house with 2 species of penguins. At first it was just for the king penguins. You can see here there are a lot of babies in this habitat. But when we got the African penguin, I obviously added it to this house. So I expanded it a bit. You go down there and you can see them diving. It is like so cool. I love this viewing in here. Okay, and further here we have our African penguins, and you also can see them diving. And this habitat is actually very cool because they can actually dive from one part to another under the path in here, so they are doing it all the time. As you can see, there are also a lot of babies in this habitat, so there are some on this part and some here, as you can see. There's one boxed. I get this all the time. I don't know why, but they're like being boxed constantly and there's some issue, but let's not deal with it now. They have those caves here. This is really cool. Maybe I'll go a bit through the glass so you can see better. Yeah, so they are spending a lot of time in those caves, and I think that it is so cool. Okay, and let's go to here because this is like a most recent area of our zoo. As you can see here, we have the sea lions. So this was our previous episode. This is the animal from the newest pack. Maybe again, let's change the sun a bit so we can see better. And yeah, as you can see here, our sea lions, one of them is swimming in here. Here you can see this habitat a bit better from this side. They are probably sleeping or doing their stuff in their shelter. I don't know because you cannot really see them right now. Okay, there is 2 of them. I actually have a black one. I don't know if it's like an rare, like an albino or something, but I do have a black one. So we cannot see it right now and we won't wait for it. So yeah, here's like an education thing for them, so the guests can sit in here and listen to the guy talking about them. Yeah, they're here, and there's this black, I think, down like in there. I don't know. It is probably the black one, yeah. And here is also a toilet the guests can go into. Okay, so let's go now to see our rhinoceros and the elephants. This was actually so popular on my channel. You guys love this building. I love it too. So let me just show you it from different angles. There's actually our rhinos, and here we have some babies. They're so cute and tiny. I love them. So yeah, there's this huge building for the rhinos and for the elephants. As you can see, this is the outside part of the rhino habitat. They're like roaming around here, and there is this really cool mold so that we don't have like high fences and we can see them really clearly doing their stuff in here. Okay, going further, as you can see, this is not finished at all on this side, so I have to do it. This is our African elephant habitat, and we also have some babies in here. Maybe we'll be able to see them. I think that there's one inside, yeah, but I think that we have 3 more. So yeah, this is our African elephant habitat that I really like. I love those dead trees actually. Here's one swimming in the pool. Or even 2, there's a baby swimming. Oh, so adorable. So my concept was that when you lean over a bit, you can see them actually like maybe diving, because in theory the elephants are able to dive, but they don't do it in Planet Zoo. Oh, look, there's another one, another baby coming here. So yeah, there's water area. All of them are coming. This is so cool. They have a sprinkler in here and some mud, so they can use it as well. Okay, and their habitat is actually quite big because here you have like a holding pen and so on. And here you have like a little look to this back part of the habitat where they are actually spending some time. They are coming here. And this is also, as you can see, not finished. This whole entire area behind this building is not finished. I want to do like a plaza or something in here and obviously add more habitats in here, but I will like tell you guys more about it by the end of this video. So here is our entrance, like and the interior part of the rhino and elephant house. As you can see, there are also some posters, and we can see how go there and see the inside part of the elephant enclosure. Unfortunately, they all went outside, I think, so we won't be able to see them. But yeah, sometimes in zoos you also go inside some areas and you cannot see animals because they are simply doing their thing somewhere else. Okay, here are the rhinos, as you can see. They're part of the enclosure. They're actually here, so this is very cool. We can see them doing their thing here. They have like the backstage area in there, and yeah, this is the rhino like inside part of the habitat. You guys loved this episode where we built this house. It was actually a lot of work but yeah, I love it. I love how it has turned out and how the animals look in here. And yeah, this is just, I am very proud of this building. Yeah. Okay, so let's go further. Let's go through those doors and let's go actually back a bit to the main plaza. So we have a lot of walking right now, but yeah, maybe let's talk a bit about the end of the season, because it is the season 2 basically of the Elm Hill City Zoo. So we'll start a third season soon, and I have some ideas. As you guys know, I will share with you them in the end of the video. But maybe I will need some of your help on deciding what will be next on the channel. What like houses and habitats will build next, because I still haven't kind of decided the order. I know what I want to build, but still I don't know in which order. So okay, we have this alley in here where you can see the management building of our zoo. We won't go inside because I don't think we have time for it, but yeah, this is like a backstage big building for the management, but still there are obviously staff areas and so on. Here's like a backstage of the seal habitat, but this is not a thing for us right now because we are going, I think, let me think, in this direction, on this direction. Maybe we'll go in this direction first and see our llamas that are living in here, and they have this really cool shelter. As you can see, we have some of those guys in here. I really like their habitat. It is like a typical city zoo habitat, very not too big, and very like the space is utilized, and yeah. Okay, so let's go further this way. I decided to go this way, so let's stick to it. There are like some babirusas. As you can see, I need to actually like complete those signs because I only have like several of them in this entire zoo. As you can see, this is our babirusa habitat. This is actually one of the most viewed habitats or videos here on my channel. I really like this habitat as well, so I am not surprised about it. This is like lowered into the ground. They have this like really cool water area in here, like those mud bobs really well. Like, you know, they are... I like how I just incorporated them into the habitat. The forage box as well. Here is the shelter for them with some backstage. Here are some info signs. And yeah, this is just our little babirusa habitats, like really typical pig habitat, I think, a lot of mud and so on. So further, there's a pronghorn antelope, as you can see. So they are living in here. I love their little habitat. This is really like also zoo, city zoo like. And yeah, as you can see, there are some of them in here, and there's another view opportunity in here. So you can see them doing their stuff in here. Yeah. Because of this fence, the viewing is not perfect, but those guys are doing their thing in here. Okay, and let me actually go in there to the insect house. And let me pause for a second because I need to take a sip of the water because it is a lot of talking to you guys. And I am back. Yeah, here's the insect house. As you can see, this is like a large classic building with, you know, a lot of details. It took so much time to build. I thought that, you know, this is just a mansion that was here before the zoo was founded, and they just utilized it as an insect house. So let's go inside of it and let me see what's inside. I know what's inside, but let me show you what's inside. So we have a lot of tropical foliage in here. And we have some of the implemented habitats and some that are obviously in the game. So they're like an ant tunnels. The ants are obviously not in the game, but I did it like anyway. And here are the scorpions, the desert scorpions. All of those habitats have like those windows because I thought it looked cool. Maybe like, you know, that we have more of those habitats actually, like those enclosures than we have originally. Okay, so here's the part or the wing of the of this house for the insects. So as you can see, there are different insects in here. This is like really tropical looking. I wanted to achieve that. There's some info signs about the different insects and so on. And yeah, so here are the centipedes, the beetles, the cockroaches, the scarab beetles. You can take a look through those windows, and I think that it is so cool. Especially for example for kids or something. We won't be able to find those guys, I think, unfortunately, because they are so small. But yeah, here are the leaf insects that spend a lot of time in the leaves. That's why I did it slightly higher, but we cannot see them. And they are the titan beetles. And also I don't see any, but we don't have the time to look for them. Yeah, more information. On this side, we actually have like this butterfly display or something like changing here as well, like information about butterflies, but I don't know what happened. And yeah, here are the like rainforest, I think they are called, or forest scorpions living in here. And here are the, as you could see, the spiders. So we have tarantulas and also some you know, information about the spiders, about different body parts. Just a typical zoo stuff. So different kinds of insects or the spiders are living in there, and you have those different windows where you can try and find them. This is really cool. I love this building. It took also so much time to build. And yeah, I remember doing it like so quickly because I was like before my vacation, so I had like a limited time and I wanted to release it before like going away. And yeah, I remember building it in the night before, and it was like a rush, but I really like how it is looking. Okay, and actually, if we go in this direction, and we'll do it now, we are like entering the newest part of the zoo, so the North America area with the animals from the new DLC. So you'll be able to see now all of the habitats that have so many views, and I'm so grateful for it. So here is the prairie dog habitat. As you can see, oh, there's this one guy here. I really love, we have some babies. They are so tiny that we can like barely spot them. I love this habitat with a lot of this grass. It really looks like a prairie or something. Here are some information signs for them. as well. Here's the shelter where they can go. You can really see how I improved while building those habitats. This seal habitat at first, it was like so plain and nothing like special, but those like I really like went there and I found so many inspiration, and I just got better with building, as you can see. Okay, going further here, there's like the entrance to the prairie dogs and the beaver habitat backstage areas, and as you can hear and see, there are the camels. There's this cool like terrace to see them. So the camels are here, and here you can also see the pronghorns from this angle. Okay, and let's go further in here, because here you can see the beavers from this angle. There's this one viewing opportunity for the beavers. Unfortunately, they are all probably in the water, so we won't be able to see them. Let's go briefly and see the camels from this angle, because we already like took a look at them. This is like the proper way to see them, to see the habitats. It is inspired by my local zoo and I really, really like it. Yeah, well, I don't know why they are so loud, but yeah, the shelter is really nice, and just a little desert part in our zoo. Okay, and coming further this way, coming down there, this part is obviously not finished, as you can see. There are the newest habitats, all of the newest habitats. So maybe let's start with the things that we already seen. So this is the beaver habitat, as you can see. We also have baby beavers, a lot of them actually. And their underwater viewing area with the feeder in here. This is such a cool viewing with this dome, and yeah, I really, really love it. Maybe let's change the time a bit. Oh yeah, that's a perfect time to see the habitat. So yeah, this is how it is looking with this small, this American rodent house, I should say. There's like an implemented habitat for some rodent. I don't know which one, but yeah, here it is. And here we have like this very nice opportunity to see the prairie dogs from a different angle. As you can see, they are like on the level of the guests. So it is really, really cool. And here we can see actually the cave. They are sleeping here a lot. Is there one? No, there's no one. This is just a rock. But yeah, I thought that it would be cool to have something like this. Okay, let me pause for a second again, because my lips and mouth is getting very dry from all of this talking, so I will be back in a second. And I am back. I know that this tour is very quick, but it was just a quick update to show you guys where everything is positioned. When the zoo will be actually finished, we'll have like a proper long tour, taking probably a lot of time, but then I will tell you guys, to show you guys like the proper, all of the backstage areas and so on. But okay, here is our moose habitat, one of my favorites, I must say, in the zoo. So yeah, I don't know where they are, probably somewhere there. But yeah, here is like a little forest for them. Oh, here's one. And here are those waterfalls with those, a lot of rocks, and I think it looks so beautiful. This is like a viewing terrace with this bench in here, and here we can see them. Oh, we actually have a baby. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, so as you can see, this is our moose habitat. I think it is my favorite habitat of the entire zoo, to be honest. Yeah, it also took a lot of time to build, like all of those plants, foliage and so on. Yeah, it was a lot of work. This baby is adorable. Let me just quickly see if it's a male or it's a female. Nice. Okay, so as you can see, this is the habitat. So let's move further to one of our recent ones, and this is the Arctic fox. As you can see, like the very cool habitat for the Arctic fox with those little huts for them. and they are somewhere here probably. Maybe again, let's change the... Oh, this is so much better. Okay, so where are you guys? Where are you little guys? Here is like a shelter, and oh, here's like a connection. Here is one. So cute, they're so adorable. I love them. Okay, and here's like a connection between the two parts of the habitat. If there's a need, they can also be like separated and enclosed in there. They have this like little cave and the bubble enrichment, and yeah, this is all so cool. As you can see, people are watching them. There's actually one black, but I cannot see it. Okay, we don't have time, I think, to look for it. So let's go back. We can take this road right now. As you can see, this is actually such a huge building. Okay, and I think that there's some more stuff. We can go actually all of the way back in. Okay, we can go there. So let's go that way, because I want to show you guys like the last part of the zoo. This is actually, it doesn't feel so large with the amount of work that we did here. Okay, so this is the reindeer habitat. So as you can see, we have this like really cool habitat, small habitat for the reindeers with this cool shelter and a lot of different foliage. We have this albino male that I left for myself. This was like the first, albino animal born in the zoo. So I left it and sold the original male, and now we have some of the albino babies, and I think that it is so cool and so unique. And yeah, here's another toilet for the guests. And coming further, on the left hand side we have the seal enclosure that we already saw, but coming down here we have the small mammal house that we've built such a long time ago. In here actually are also the binturongs, so we have the binturong enclosure in here. As you can see, there are a lot of climbing frames. The binturongs are still not climbing. I don't know if you guys remember, but I complained about it in the past, and they are still not doing it. I don't know why. In my franchise zoo they are like climbing all of the time. We can also go in there through this like hall to see the inside part of their habitat, which is really cool. Also a lot of climbing frames, but they are not using them, unfortunately. There are also some babies in here. And here is like like animal talk. I don't know why the guests are not coming down there. I think I need to put like a vista point in there. Maybe it will work. So yeah, this is our binturong house, like a place to see them when they are spending for example, winter in there. And here we have our small mammal house. And in the small mammal house, all of the animals besides the koalas have the inside and outside part of their habitat. So let's maybe firstly go inside the house so I can show you guys how it is looking. So in the center we have the koalas. I don't know where they are, probably on some trees or somewhere, but yeah, you have to believe me that there are koalas living in here. And coming here we have the Aardvarks. No one in here, I think. They have this like really cool cave that you can go here, and the guests can have like very cool viewing for them. They are outside, as you can see, so we'll go and look for them like in a second. Here is our otter habitat. As you can see, you can like observe those guys swimming. There are some babies as well, and those cool like logs, I really love them. So yeah, another small mammal in our zoo. There are some educational boards. Back then we didn't have the custom billboards, so some of them are from the workshop and some of them I basically did myself. So there are the red pandas in here, like the inside part of their habitat. Of course, I don't know if there's one here or not. There are a lot of those climbing frames. They're actually climbing. Oh, here's one. Okay, and this is how it is looking. And here is the pangolin. Pangolin is actually one of my favorites in Planet Zoo still. I love this animal. I think it is so unique and so underrated. But I cannot find them as well. They have a lot of climbing frames because, as I told you guys in my video when we've built this habitat, they actually can climb and are climbing a lot, but they cannot do it in Planet Zoo, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go around, maybe around the outside parts of the habitats. Maybe we'll be able to see more of those animals. Here's the pangolin habitat with those caves, and here is actually one in this cave, as you can see. And here's another one by this waterfall and the water feature. Yeah, so this is how the outside part of this habitat is looking. Here we have the pandas with some like mountains stuff. Whoa, what a jump. And you know, climbing frames and so on. Here is like a cool cave, like elevated. They are spending their time there, and this is so cool. So yeah, as you can see, we have those cute little guys in here. There's some eating, and there's like they can go inside the house through this door. This is so cool. Okay, and further there was like another entrance to the Elm Hill City Zoo. Yeah, a lot of talking in this video. To the small mammal house, and further we have the otter like outside part with the underwater viewing area. So let me just change the lights a bit and I will be able to show it. No one is diving right now, unfortunately. But yeah, here is like a view to the habitat. We can go back here, like up. And here's like a small creek for them. And yeah, sometimes they're running in this creek. So this looks very cool. Oh, actually now they are running to the water. So maybe we'll be able to see them. No, we decided not to do it, of course. Okay, but yeah, here's their habitat, the outside part. And here's the outside part of the aardvark habitat. But now they decided to go inside, of course. They have like this cave in here because they are digging, so I decided it would be cool. But yeah, our little aardvark habitat. Okay, and now off to the three last habitats for this tour. Let's go quickly. Oh, here are the aardvarks in this cave. Oh, the baby got mature, so I had to sell that. But yeah, as you can see, this is really cool how they are sleeping in here. Okay, and let's go, because here are three final habitats. There's like a koala and the koala outside habitat. So the koalas have like their winter enclosure in the small mammal house, and the summer, as you can see, that is open from March to September, where they spend their time in here. I actually have them in both of the enclosures, so that you'll be able to see them. There are a lot of them, as you can see. We have at least 4. There's a baby. And those cool climbing frames, I really like them. Those circular ones, I need to use it again because, yeah, I really like it. And I thought that those look good as the feeders with the eucalyptus. So, yeah, this is how their habitat is looking actually. And here are some education stuff. Okay, and let's go to the 2 last canids in our zoo. So here's the doll habitat, like lower down into the ground with this mold. As you can see, there are some of those guys in here. And this is also, I really love this habitat with all those rocks and so on. Here's like the viewing for them. And here's their shelter. They actually spend a lot of time in the shelter, so you cannot really see them in the habitats. I don't know why. Sometimes they're going just in there to have a sip of the water. But yeah, this is actually very realistic. You know, you don't see those animals all the time. Here's the cave for them where they can go. And let's go off to the last habitat. And the habitat is actually for the dingoes. As you can see, we have some pups in here. So this is so cool. I love the canids. I just love them. Yeah, so as you can see, they are spending a lot of time on this rock formation because there are a lot of enrichment items and it looks so cool. There are a lot of rocks in this habitat. As you can see, I wanted to give it like an Australia feeling, something. So yeah, this is so cool. I really, really love this habitat and how it has turned out. So as you can see, our city zoo is very, very like versatile, different, a lot of different habitats, different vibes and so on. But I think that somehow it all like is connected and is looking good together. But yeah, this was basically our last habitat. As you can see, this part is not finished at all. There's the moose habitat. So let me guys say goodbye for now, and I will see you in a second where I will tell you guys some plans for the future. Okay guys, and this is how our zoo is looking from the above. As you can see, it is becoming quite large and very, very detailed. So no wonder why my computer has sometimes hard time with it. But I am hopeful that we'll be able to continue to build in here for a long time. So I will just quickly go through the things that we just visited so we have the better perspective of things. Here is the entrance of the main plaza. Here are the kangaroos and the desert house. Here is the large African elephant and rhino house. Here are the sea lions, penguin house, the gray seals, llamas, babirusas, the reindeers. Here are the camels and the pronghorns. Here's obviously the insect house. This is the North American area with all those animals that I showed you. Here's the small mammal house, the binturong in here, and yeah, the koalas and the canids like the dolls and the dingoes. So yeah, this is our zoo. It is, as I told you, huge, but still so much things to add in here. But yeah, I really like how it is looking right now. Yeah, this is something that I was hoping that I would be able to achieve, and I'm slowly doing it. So yeah, I'm very hopeful for the future of this zoo. And talking about the future. So the plans for the future is first of all to like kind of connect the paths that are like blind. So I want to connect this path with this one, and maybe this one somewhere in here with this one, so there's no like blind spots and the guests are always coming, you know, round. This is like what zoos basically do. You don't have like those blind areas where you can just go and have to turn around like we had to do here a bit. So maybe also some connection in here, so to do it like that, because to go to this area you can always also only go this way, so it will be wise to connect that. Obviously we will have like one more or even two more entrances, because those big city zoos are have more than one entrance usually, so this is also what I want to do. And when it comes to the animals, the things that I want to add are first of all, the big cat area or a big cat house or something with lions, tigers, and clouded leopards, and the cougars. The cougars are not big cats, I know, but still I want to add them in this area. And I thought of making it maybe somewhere here or maybe in the center, like here. So yeah, this is for example for sure the plan, and one of the most like I think anticipated, but something that I am very excited for. The second thing is obviously the reptile house. In the reptile house, we'll have, for example, the new alligators, all of the crocs, the exhibits with the reptiles, and the turtles, like the Galapagos turtles and the Dabra turtle. We don't have them still here in the zoo, any of the reptiles, so for sure I want to add some of them somewhere. I don't know, maybe the right spot for it will be actually here and the big cats here somewhere. I don't know, but the reptile house for sure. Then we have the primate house. So with all the chimps, gorillas, and also smaller monkeys like macaques and proboscis monkeys, because we are still missing them. So yeah, the monkey area also could be, for example, here. I think it would be the nice spot for it. Yeah, so this one for sure. Then we have the bear area with all of the bears. I think it will be nice to house them near and show, you know, the diversity of the bears that we have around the world. And I thought about making it actually somewhere here, maybe like when you have this path going here, the bear area could be like in here probably. So also we need an African area with the zebras, with the giraffes and antelopes, and also hyenas, and for example the wild dogs. And this thing I thought of making it maybe somewhere here. So yeah, the African area would be maybe here or maybe here. I don't know yet, because maybe it will make sense to have it next to the elephants. So maybe somewhere here. Then my next idea is to have like a tropical house for the animals that are not suitable for this biome. So for example, the tapirs or the smaller monkeys, although we'll have the primate house, but it would be cool to have like this walk-through habitat with the tropical, foliage and some monkeys. And then we don't have the cassowary as well, so maybe it will also go to this house. So that's the plan. Then also we don't have like a bigger staff building or staff hub, so I thought about making it actually somewhere here, so we'll have all of those things hidden in here, and also we'll have like a big staff buildings and those keeper huts hidden, and like really nice designed building for it. And there are also some animals that don't fit into those areas, but we can build habitats for them somewhere. For example, the hippos, or hippos actually fit somehow to the African area. But then we have the bison or the wolves. The wolves could be somewhere here maybe. We have the Arctic wolf and the gray wolf. We have a doll sheep, for example, that we still don't have. The doll sheep could be somewhere here next to the, this American area. This will be cool, I think. And also we don't have flamingos and peafowls, and those also I want to include in here. So we have to find some place for them, maybe here, I don't know. But yeah, those are basically plans for the future. So, the big cat area, the reptile house, the primate house, the bear area, the African area, and the tropical house. You can expect all of those things to be coming here to the channel in the future. This is a lot, so I hope that we'll be able to build it here. But as you can see, there's a lot going on for the Elm Hill City Zoo, and still will have so many things to build in the zoo that you can expect many more episodes. And of course, on the way there'll be some new DLCs coming out, so we'll also have to consider them while building. So probably they will sometimes change the plans. And so on, the thing, for example, with the reptile house is that I can build a reptile house for all the animals that we have right now in the game, and suddenly there is a new DLC and there are 2 more reptiles added, and then I don't have any more space in this house. So this is always my bit of concern, but okay, I think that we shouldn't be thinking about it and just build it. So yeah, let me guys know in the comments what you would like to see next. if it's a big cat area, if it's a reptile house, for example, or a bear area, or a primate house, it will be like interesting to hear your thoughts and what you like think about those plans. Do they make any sense? And if you like our Elm Hill City Zoo right now, what are your thoughts about it? Of course, it is not finished. This area is not finished at all. We need to add a lot of foliage, like make those streets bigger. And also I have like a additional plan besides everything to actually add like some suburbs of the city like around it, so to make it more realistic. But this will be a lot of work and a lot of pieces, so I don't know if we'll be able to handle that. But you know, the zoos are like city zoos are mainly in the suburbs, not often in the city centers. So some smaller buildings around it, maybe a gas station or things like this, would be cool to have around the zoo. So this is what my plans basically are, but we'll see if it will be possible to do it. But yeah, this is all that I have for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed our little tour, and I hope you like my plans for the future of the zoo. So let me just say goodbye to you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed our tour, if you like the Elm Hill City Zoo, if you want to support my channel and, you know, keep it growing, definitely click that subscribe button. Also, give this video a big thumbs up down below if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And comment down below if you liked the tour, and as I told you guys, what you would like to see in the future of this zoo. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!